My name is Andrea Estévez. I'm originally from Ecuador, and I'm currently a student of Neuroscience Master here in the University of Antwerp. Previously, I did a Bachelor in Medicine, and I worked 1 year as a general practitioner there. I am currently working on functional MRI, functional images of the brain, trying to look for new or novel biomarkers for Alzheimer's disease. I've always been interested in neurodegeneration, particularly Alzheimer's, so it seemed like a very good idea to combine neuroimaging to look for new biomarkers. It's very new and I'm very interested in it. There are different imaging labs here in the University of Antwerp, so I chose this particularly because we are working with people MRI. Other labs are working more with small animal models MRI. So I chose this lab because they are working with human data, so that's also one of my interests, to try and put this research on the clinic when it's ready. I've always been interested in research, especially during and after COVID, and then sadly in Ecuador there are not many possibilities to do neuroscience research. We don't have the tools yet and the resources to do it. So I looked different masters here around Europe, and the University of Antwerp had a very nice program. I really liked the courses, so I decided to apply here in Antwerp. In Belgium, universities have much more resources. So for example, even infrastructure, labs are much more developed here. So I think that's one of the very big differences. And also academic-wise, I think that here in the University of Antwerp, courses are very, very general at first, which I really like because you learn the basis of whatever you're doing future research on. So that's very interesting for me to see the differences also like in academic, in classes. First and most obvious one is the language. Definitely here in Flanders it's Dutch, so I think that it sometimes generates a little bit of a barrier between international and national students. Nevertheless, here I'm following a master in English, obviously, and I think that that's also like it also helps to create bonds with different students. Sometimes it is a bit different because also social interactions are a little bit not what I'm used to, let's say. So I think that that's one of the most cultural differences, language and social interactions. Yes, definitely, especially at first. I think that for every international student, when you come to another country, you don't know the rules, you don't know what you have to do. So I think that in the first months, the university organized different sessions where we could learn, for example, about health insurance or how to do the paperwork, like the residence permit. So I think that it's very important that the university has these kind of helps, or like also the help desk. If you have a question, you can ask, and I think that it's quite important to have that support, especially if you are coming from far away, I think. There was like an international gathering organized here at the faculty, and I think that it was very nice to meet other students from other countries here in Europe and also from Latin America. I think that it was very nice to kind of create a bond with them. So for future group work, we have already like people that you can work with, and then also with the nationals here, you create nice groups to work on practicals. So that's also very, very nice. Because I'm finishing my master now, I applied for different PhD positions, and I interviewed for one of them, and I will be starting my PhD in September, hopefully. I think that the first advice is to always follow the deadline for applications. Be aware of all the things that you have to do. Have your paperwork on point, and then also before coming to Belgium or any other country, I think that see where you have to stay. Like always follow the advice from the university. Rent a place from a safe website. Those kind of things are very important. And then just, I think, enjoy the experience. At first, I think it's always hard, but try to enjoy even those difficult parts, because at the end, it's very rewarding, I think.